Hi guys, welcome to Who Are We, the podcast where you get to meet the we of We Carry Kevan. I'm your host, Kevan Chandler, and I want to introduce you to some of my friends, like Damon Edmonds, Isaiah Barker, and Obediah Jones. When Katie and I got married, these three guys were the ushers at our wedding, and it's not hard to see why. Loyal, kind, and generous. They are the epitome of faithful friends.
Follow the path.
Following the path.
The three usher with Kevin on a journey.
Yeah. So, guys, we're having fun doing this podcast where we talk about friendship.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And I thought it'd be really cool to go for a walk with the three of you because you guys were the ushers at my wedding.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and
Did you make that connection?
I did, yeah, because he told me.
He told you?
I was just like, oh, this is cool. I think Kevin even said these are the three guys who are all three of your ushers, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. I didn't realize, is that weaving it in?
that is weaving it in.
Is it?
Because, I mean, we had you guys be the ushers because of who you are and your character of being just faithful, responsible, great friends to myself and to Katie to myself over the past several years and to Katie over the past couple. And so yeah, with that, plus the three of you are just really fun to hang out with. So, so I thought this would be a good conversation. All three of you come from different parts of, well, not even just the area, but Damon, you're from Rhode Island.
Right.
And Obi, you're from Gary.
Yep.
And Isaiah, were you born and raised here?
Sure was.
Sure was. And you all kind of come from different families and different experiences. And I'm just curious how these experiences.
This is a little slippery.
Okay. Nice. Would one of you mind hanging back here with Isaiah?
Yeah.
So make sure he's good to go. Nice. So yeah, I would love to hear your family and career and living situations, how all of that has informed your understanding of friendship and who you are as a friend to myself and others. Because I think all three of you do it admirably and wonderfully. So I don't know who wants to go first. I'm not used to three people in the conversation.
Obi wants to go
He
first.
go again. You just calling me out.
Calling you out, man.
No, I was inviting you.
Oh no, you said Obi go first. He gotta go first. So, what do our friendship mean to me? Well, I say when I first saw you at Porteza, it was like in 2014. That was my first time going there. I didn't know anybody, but I was asking God, praying to God, like, I need some good friends in my life. So, and he told me go downtown. He's like, you're gonna go to this coffee shop. And he says, this coffee shop gonna call Forteza. And he said, that's where you're gonna find all your good friends. All the friends that you want, who gonna help you be success, who's gonna make you happy, who's gonna, who laugh with me, who we like the same things. And we just love to talk about life, talk about God, talk about how appreciated we are, how faithful we are, and bring us together. Our friendship to me mean like we brothers, We may be different color, different race, but in reality, we both believe, eat the same, and we both gonna leave this world. We both love each other. We love the same thing. We love how we bring joy to people's life. We're always there for each other when we need to be, even when we're not around, we still there.
What does that look like, Obi? Yeah, what you just said, that you, even when we're not like around, like in person, we're still there for each other.
And we still can call. Let's say you go to Nashville, I haven't seen you. Let's say you be down there for like, maybe, let's say you be down there for 2 months. I can call you.
That's a long trip.
Yeah, it is. It is. But the best part is I could call you, and the moment I call you, you be excited to hear my voice, just as I'd be excited to hear your voice.
Yeah.
We all know you've taken longer trips, Kevin.
Yeah. Longer trip. Kevin always leaving us.
Yeah. Damon, what about you? Where does well, how long have you been in Fort Wayne?
If I could stop you there, I could use a break here.
Yeah,
I don't know if
you
it's just
want to
sitting
switch
weird,
when we
but-
get off the path?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
Dude, it was a lot easier before marriage, wasn't it? When he was... Kevin, how much weight have you put on?
Ooh.
Well,
Get that one on recording.
I've gained some.
All right, Obi.
Okay. Oh, so
Let's
yeah.
just lean those there.
So the transition. So you guys are gonna hold on to the backpack like you did before. Oh, we don't need the kickstand.
We don't need a
back.
kickstand?
No. So
Okay.
you both are gonna hold on like you did before.
Okay.
So where is that other thing?
The handle
Yeah,
is
it's up
over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we're gonna lift up. Isaiah's gonna take it off, and then switch whichever
got
of
it?
you.
Yep. Obi's got it. I mean, I don't really got to do much when Obi's lifting, you know.
So
I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Obi's just, oh my gosh.
you okay, Obi?
Oh yeah.
Why don't we have Obi carry him? Then we wouldn't have to switch. You just carry him the whole time.
That's why we're saving him for last.
Oh, okay. All right. Is that mic gonna get crunched? Oh, it's down here.
So don't you got a Swiss mic with Isaiah?
No, it's on the backpack.
Okay, no, well he got a clip on mic.
Is the mic okay on your hip though? You said it might get crunched.
It's in my
Oh, you're
pocket,
good.
but I meant the top part.
Oh, you're good there, yeah.
All right. All right. I think we're good.
All
You
right.
good?
Yep.
Let him go.
You good?
I feel like I'm leaning to the right.
Kevin feels like he's leaning to the right.
Can you pull my butt towards you, Obi?
Yep. Pull your butt towards you.
There
How's
we go.
that?
Yeah. And then push my shoulders towards Isaiah.
Okay. It's good?
Keep going. There we go.
Okay.
And then that coat back there, can you kind of pull it towards you somewhere?
It's good?
Yeah. I feel like
Thanks.
we could push it up some too.
Okay.
Height feel good?
I think so. Weight feels
How's that?
good.
A little bit more.
Man, I did this the other day. Kevin and I went
How's
to an apple orchard.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
It's going to
it
go
was
down.
solid. It was my first.
You
Actually,
wanna
it was my
put
first time
against
carrying
my
it.
shoulders.
And
Let me see.
it was yeah, it was a good experience. I thought this was gonna be like so easy,
What's this snap on to?
and
It's
but it.
And it wasn't?
I mean, it was. I mean, it wasn't difficult, but it's like after a while, it does. It'd be hard to do it for like. I thought like, oh, I could do it for half a day. I was like, after a solid hour, I was like, I don't think I could do that for half a day. I think if I got to 2 hours, I'd top out. You know,
Yeah, man.
I'd be gassed.
Yeah, that's
But then,
why.
you told me about all the.
How's that?
Maybe
Rotating.
a bit more on your side. Yeah, that's why we rotate, so you don't get burned out.
How's that?
Yeah, keep it up over the other shoulder. So,
Let's see. That's good.
keep going.
How's that?
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you good? Want to move a little bit?
Yeah.
Kobe, do you have that water still?
Did
we leave it somewhere?
I think I left it.
That's okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you
Sorry.
two.
Sorry. Oh yeah.
This is so ironic. So I was selling a bike on Facebook, and they came and looked at it. How you guys
Oh,
doing?
nice.
How are you?
Good. I'm glad you found this trail.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It
This is
is.
awesome.
Yeah. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. Well, you guys have a good hike.
Yeah.
You too.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's go.
Isaiah, can you push the coat that way, son?
What, that way?
The coat that way.
Ooh, I done left the water. I just
More?
put it right down the
Keep going.
moment I was helping Kevin out.
Good.
Keep
Letting
going.
me out.
You know what, man? I would have done the same thing.
Good?
Keep going. There we go.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick the kickstand in, Damon.
Okay, go for it.
You don't have to kick it.
Just push it.
Push it.
All right, let's
Push it
move.
real
That's
good.
why I called the kick, so you just, yeah.
So this is funny because Damon, we were just turning the conversation to you.
You were.
So how long have you been in the
I
Fort?
moved to Fort Wayne in 2005.
Okay. Did you move here for college?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so we basically moved here the same year.
Oh, you were here in 05?
Mm-hmm.
I never even came out. I mean, I never even been to Indiana. We
Oh.
just drove out here to go to school,
Right.
and I was surprised. So,
Pleasantly surprised?
it was a little bit different from where I was from.
How so?
I feel like you're setting me up.
Oh, yep.
I'm just
now you
curious.
feel the pressure now.
Well, all right. I mean, growing up in Rhode Island, you have waters, ocean, you know, topography, hills. You can head up north and hit mountains skiing. It's
Oh,
pretty,
cool.
It's pretty flat here. So that kind of was difficult. And I think the thing that kept me here was the people. You know, it's like, you heard of that like Midwest hospitality kind of thing. So the people out here are amazing. I don't know why they're all hanging out here, but now I'm here. So
You've joined the ranks.
yeah, I have
joined
joined
the
the
ranks.
ranks. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your original question, Kev?
So, well, I mean, even just that, like your experience in life of like moving out here and growing up in Rhode Island, and you know, you're married and you have some kids now. And
Two kids, two boys.
Two
Two
amazing
boys, two prints.
And
Yeah.
and you know, we've been friends for a few years now, and I know some of your story of, you know, churches and living with different families and stuff, and how have these kind of things informed your understanding of friendship,
Man, that is a question.
isn't it?
How they've informed.
I could have like written you earlier and said, think about how to answer these questions.
I know, it's like, I mean, it's kind of hard. It's like, how does all your life experiences affect you as a person? It's like, they all have little effects, and they've all kind of almost subconsciously or unknowingly affected you. So, I mean, I'll tell you, I value friendship a lot.
Oh,
You know, like ever since, even being married, it definitely didn't like.
Hey Isaiah,
Yeah.
I have a bug on my eyebrow.
You are also leaning
Very far.
kind of
over.
heavily to the right.
Can we tighten me up, maybe?
Down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Damon.
No, you're good.
Put that thought on the hood.
I'm holding.
I liked it.
I liked it wherever it was going.
What do you think?
Maybe more on the right side. Keep going. Yeah.
That good?
Yeah, that even helps. Like, let's take the coat out.
Take it out?
Actually. Yeah.
You still
What
look
was it?
just
What'd
a
they
tad
do?
to the right, but not near as bad.
Ooh, let's leave it there.
Right
Right there?
Yeah, that's amazing.
All right. Is it still good?
Yeah.
I moved it. Okay.
We're good. Okay.
Another side note, you can walk at whatever pace you want. Sometimes I might move further away. That doesn't mean you have to walk faster.
Cool.
Right.
Just so you know.
I think I just like to walk fast.
You're good.
I was kind of felt like I was moving faster.
Oh, cool.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We'll follow your
allowed.
pace.
All right.
All right. So, when you were when even being married, you really value friendship?
Well, I mean, I feel like, honestly, I feel like a lot of people get married and then it's like, all right, I've got my wife, oh, I've got a kid now, and then friendship is kind of out the door. It seems like a lot of people make it a part of your adolescence or growing up, and once you get married, it kind of goes away.
Yeah.
You
like
stop being friends.
Like that space is filled now.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, man. I feel like men need other men in their lives. You know, there's just different aspects. You know, I mean, and that's for me. Like, I need other guys in my life, like checking me, making sure I'm doing well. You know, challenging me. That's important to me.
Right.
So.
How do they challenge you?
I mean, Kevin, in the mornings.
How do we challenge you, I should say?
Yeah, in the mornings because we get together at least once every 2 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, if we're together, I'm talking to you about what's going on in my life. You're talking to me about what's going on in my life. And you'll say things like, well, I don't know, or what about this? Or, I mean...
That's Kevin for you.
You're not
Don't
like...
rob that bank, Damon. That's not a good idea.
It's not like... I mean, you're always, obviously pretty kind about it. You're never like, that's stupid. You're more like, well, what if you did this?
Yeah.
Or do you think that's... You could always do it this way, or however you do it, but there are challenges, there's different thoughts that are presented. I always appreciate that, man, because,
right.
You always, like, after you've done something stupid, you're like, where are all the people who are my friends who could have pointed me away from this?
Why didn't someone tell me not to do
Why
that?
didn't somebody tell me not to do this?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, and you do that for me as well. I mean, it's reciprocal in those conversations.
Here's the lake, man.
Here's the
Here's
lake.
the lake.
Lake, what is it called?
I don't know what this is called.
Lindenwood?
We have named it Lake Lindenwood.
Lake Lindenwood?
That sounds about right.
I like this. It's nice.
It's just pond overlook.
Oh, it's Pond Overlook? I like Lake Lindenwood
Pond
better.
Overlook.
I like Lake Lindenwood better too.
Yeah, we're renaming it.
We're staking our claim
Yes.
just by naming it.
Lake Underwood, I like that name. We could change the name. We just changed the name.
So they said there's paths that go all the way around here, but I'm not sure how to get to them.
Well, they go, I think.
Yeah. It's
Maybe
like a
it's to the
small
right.
one here, and then you got
I guess
more.
we just follow that, right?
You want to
You
go
wanna do
left or
that?
right?
Well, the other way, there's like a wooden path.
What, that way? I don't think that, I thought that ended.
Oh, it just ends right
Oh,
there?
does it keep, no, maybe it keeps going.
You want to check it out?
Let's try it.
Let's go.
It said no finish, so. Right here.
No what?
It said no finish. I don't think.
Oh, no fishing.
No fishing.
No fishing.
Oh, I mean, never mind.
Put
I
your,
thought it
put
said
your
no
fishing
finish.
rod back, Obi.
Oh, that's no way I want to fish in this.
Kevin, let me know if I'm about to whack you in
All
the
right.
face with a
That's
brand.
Obi's job.
Oh,
You gotta keep
Obi.
an eye out.
Stay in this path right here.
Does it just
never mind.
end?
Okay, we
It
gotta
just
do.
ends?
Yep, it's in right here.
I thought you said it said no finish.
Well, it said no fishing. I just looked like, oh, okay, I looked too fast, so I apologize.
I think it's no finish, like no people from Finland.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Hopefully this podcast stays in the United States. We don't want to offend anyone.
We didn't write the sign.
We don't know what we're doing. All right. Oh boy, guys, this is a
real trek.
This is a narrow path.
Oh, this has got face smack written all over
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yep.
we need
Careful,
you guys up here.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Kevin got face back.
Did you get whacked?
Got a spider web. That's what we got.
I feel like this is what they call walking the narrow path,
Maybe we should have one of
that was a fish.
one of these guys
Yeah,
get
here.
in front of us.
Here, Obi, can I
Maybe.
scoot up here?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
All right.
I want to just be right at your. You're right. Here, go ahead.
Yeah.
I just want to stand. You want me to be in front?
Yeah, you go
Okay.
in front.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I'll be right behind you, so you good.
Yeah.
You want me to slide in when the path gives way, and then you
I
guys will
want
know.
you to slide in when the path gives
You should
way, and
probably
if there's a
stop.
massive branch,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like these branches up here.
like poison
Just
ivy
grab
to the
those.
face. and what
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Woo! Very nice.
Very well done.
So I feel like you speak into my life as well. You give wisdom and challenge. I remember reading a book a few years ago that was all about like men and their relationships, and it pointed out that most men don't have relationships that go deeper than sports or the weather, beyond like one person or two,
Right.
one or two other guys. And I had to laugh because I feel like
All your relationships do that.
Yeah, I have that with like 20 guys. And so, oh, here's another face smack coming up.
Going around it.
Going around.
Going around it.
And so, yeah, I have that because, partially because of my need for other men to be around and help with my caregiving, and that kind of facilitates or fosters a vulnerability between us. But what would you say, and this is for any of you guys, what would you say can foster that in your regular old dudes, not necessarily people with disabilities? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I kind of feel like your situation brings out about a unique thing, right? So
Sure.
my brief analysis is like, generally people are vulnerable with other people who are vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
Like it takes vulnerability to bring about vulnerability. You know, assisting you, it's very vulnerable for you, you know? And so the vulnerability, I mean, you are always living in a kind of constant state of that. And the type of person you are, you don't only, you know, it's not just physical, it's also like, you're just not afraid to dive in emotionally and relationally. I mean, all the vulnerable. You're vulnerable in many regards, so it just brings it out of people naturally. But I think it's a unique person a unique man who's kind of vulnerable just naturally. I don't think a lot of men are like that. In fact, I think they're taught not to be like that.
Right.
So you're vulnerable, you know, it opens up other people, and they wouldn't do that naturally.
So how do we make that unique scenario not unique? How do we make that more common?
Well, I think a big part of it's parenting. I mean, I think men are not very vulnerable because of their, you know, how they were raised. I mean, that's a general statement, obviously, but I know for myself, you know, there was a big part of it that was like, you know, vulnerable is often, you know, similar, or at least people see it similarly as a weakness. But being vulnerable doesn't have to be a weakness.
Right.
You know, there's a lot of men that think that, but it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, your vulnerability isn't weak. It opens you up to stuff that's going inside. And in fact, the fact that you are vulnerable, and when I'm vulnerable with you, can lead to greater strength because we talk about what needs to be better. You know, so I don't think vulnerability is weakness. I think vulnerability can be more closely aligned with openness, and what can come out of that is improvement.
Very open.
And strength.
And strength, yeah.
Yeah. Isaiah, you grew up in a home where, I mean, I've spent a lot of time in your parents' home, and
You ready to change?
I'm just gonna take a second.
Yeah.
okay.
How about we switch?
You wanna switch?
Yeah, we switch.
All right.
You sure?
I can probably go for like another 10 minutes.
You can go for another 10
But
minutes.
then will you be good to do more later?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
10 minutes? Okay.
I was just
All
gonna
right.
take a quick break because we've been moving.
Yeah, we
yeah,
have.
we
It's
have.
good. Good
Yeah.
pace. What were you saying though?
So you grew up in a home where, like, you guys have had a lot of people. I mean, now you're married and moved out, but growing up, I feel like you were in a home where your parents really opened it up for people to come and go, and you know, there was a lot of hospitality there, and I just feel like you guys always had people around. So you know, we're talking about vulnerability and building each other up, and what did that look like in your home? You know?
Sure. Yeah, I know that, you know, the always having people over and having those gatherings was something that kind of became more of a reality at the same time that we would have met you and started spending time with you guys.
Okay, yeah. So you were like high school.
Yeah, so it wasn't really that common for us up till that point. So it's kind of a family shift in the ways that we were spending time, and kind of the focus on that. And so,
and was that, sorry to cut you off, but was that like an intentional kind of voice shift, or was it just this, like what was going on around you kind of dictated that?
I don't know for sure. You know, again, I was a teenager at a lot of the time that was happening, but I think what I see is it was a bit of a uncomfortability at the beginning, but then as we started doing it, kind of continued to find the life that's there and spending time with people, and you know, specifically seeking to spend time with people centered around, you know, godly fellowship, and you know, trying to spur one another on. And you know, Damon's got his iron sharpens iron shirt on, which is you know, very timely for what we're talking about. And so I think that was what a lot of it was. It was a bit of a, I don't really want to do this, but I think that it'll be good. And then as my parents did that, it continued to be something that,
as they saw, it was good.
Yeah, it was both beneficial for them and beneficial for others. It became more and more natural. So there was less of the, you know, oh, this is a lot of work, to, oh, I really don't want to not do this.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I saw. And if I could kind of chime in on what you guys were talking about before, to add to what Damon was saying about vulnerability. You know, one of the things that my wife and I bring up pretty frequently when we talk to each other is the idea of being poor and needy as a kind of consistent theme in the scriptures, that we're constantly as sinful human beings being called poor and needy. And I think what I see is that that's a human condition. It's universal, but we are so surrounded by physical riches and being able to be comfortable, self-sustaining, that the both mental and spiritual neediness is able to be masked with a few layers.
Yeah.
And
kind of glossed over.
Yeah. And what ends up happening is, as we kind of isolate into our own self-sufficiency, we suffer from that. And what I see is that you have an external condition.
Do you want to go to this?
It's one that manifests a reality that all of us experience, which is that none of us actually, in our heart, is self-sustaining. None of us can actually take care of themselves. What I see in that is that you, at least for me, help me to see that.
Because you can't really ignore it.
Yeah,
right?
But what I mean is you help me to see the reality in me of you will talk to me and you're just so open to be like, hey, I need help with this. and I don't mean that in a bad way,
Yeah.
but you need help with it. And it reminds me of the fact that, like, wow, he has the humility to say, I need help with this, and to be thankful too. And like, that's me. Yeah, I have full use of my body, but I can't do anything really to affect my spiritual condition on my own. And that's something that I love. You know, there's a blessing in that, and you know, that's the way that the Lord works, is to take the things that we see as, you know, these awful things. You know, I've heard people tell you, like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, for what you had to go through. And I always just think when I hear them, like, man, I'm so blessed because of the hard things that you've had to live through. And in general, I think that that's what the Lord's doing through any kind of suffering. He's always using it for good. So
I know for me, I mean, what you just said is very true. It's like, it almost feels terrible saying it, but like what you're going through, Kevin, helps me, I don't know, have a better perspective. I hope that doesn't come off too bad.
Comes off terrible. No.
Sorry.
No. Well, so that's because mine is visible, right, and tangible. But just as you said, like we're all dealing with that internally.
Yeah.
And so, do you want to switch out and then we can keep talking?
Sure.
I don't mind waiting on the question.
All right.
So, Obi, it's your time to shine.
So,
Yep.
Here, if you grab up there, other side of the hand.
Is it?
Oh, it's up here, like right behind its neck.
Oh, okay.
So I said you're gonna bear the weight here.
the whole world.
That is tight. We might have to loosen this up a little bit. All right, hold on.
Recording of you singing that somewhere?
I'm sure there is. I hope there is.
Okay, got him?
Yep. All right.
All right. There we go.
Okay. Here we go. Sorry about that.
How'd you get so many strong friends? That's what I want to know. It's like you handpicked them.
Oh,
It's weird.
Where's the other thing here?
Which one, Obi?
I can't.
You got it?
Here you go. Okay. So,
You got it?
gotta loosen it up. Can you loosen up for
Yep,
me now?
I got it.
Go ahead.
Pull it. Pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. There you go.
All right.
I'm gonna pull back a little bit.
See? I think that should be good.
How's he feel?
And then did you buckle the chest too?
I don't know if that'll fit. His chest is so big.
Okay. There we go.
You feel good?
All right.
Do you want me to tighten up these high ones at all, or
Let me see. Hello. I think it's good.
you good?
Yep.
All right, you got the walking sticks.
All right.
Kevin,
All right.
how's your
This
head?
feels good.
Head is good, actually.
All right, great.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
good. You good?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. So, man, you're smooth. Smooth walker.
Yeah.
It's like you deliver food or something.
It's those shoes, man. They're
It's the
like air
shoes.
pocket shoes.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet shoes.
That's what it is. We're walking on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Obi. Moonwalker.
Obi
This is really
Moonwalker.
good. I like this.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's our only hope.
I hear that a lot.
I hear that a lot. Kev, how's this branch?
Let's grab it.
You good?
Thank you.
Okay.
So yeah, we're the question I wanted to ask was, so what do you guys think the world would look like your neighborhood and our city would look like if, like we said, my needs are tangible and visible. What if what was going on inside of us, what if we made that more clear? Like,
It's kind
what
of the
if we
essence of
actually-
vulnerability, right?
Yeah, what if
Yeah.
we shared that vulnerability with one another? what would, just kind of dream for a minute, what would that look like?
And we share vulnerability with one another.
Yeah. What would be the outcome of that? Are we?
Well, this is just my opinion.
All right.
It depends on who you tell.
All right.
Because
That's
you
what I was
can't,
thinking.
you can't talk to everybody about your vulnerability.
Well, sure. Yeah.
You really have to choose the right person
Mm-hmm.
that knows what you're going through, who's going to be there for you.
Yeah.
And going to be like, hey, man, I understand what you're going through. I understand I've been through there.
How do you find those people?
Well,
Because you found them.
oh, yeah. Well, I said, you got to talk to God, pray.
Yeah.
You know, don't nobody know that God is the answer to everything. And he always open door for us when we need a door to be open. I say pray about it. Ask God to send you a friend who's going to understand you, who's going to support you when you need supported. Even when you don't, he still supports you, or she supports you.
And you support them, right?
And you support them back.
Goes both ways.
It goes both ways. It don't never go one way.
Yeah. I think that's something I really love about you guys, all three of you, is that you are ready and like ready to jump in to help me. But
Oh yeah,
you're also,
always.
But you also let me participate in your lives and like come alongside you in whatever you're dealing with. You know, it's not just let's help Kevin. It's like, let's do this together. Let's be in this.
Well, you did help me in one way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Well,
What did I do
go.
this time?
you know my passion about cooking, about being a chef.
Oh, yeah.
I was really wanting to give it up. Like really desperately wanting to give it up.
I remember, man.
I was down that day. I was a vulnerability because it's like, yeah, what's the point? And you said, what? You gonna give that up? I said, yep. And you said, no, we can't let that happen. You came to my rescue.
The world would lose something. No, man, I saw the life that it gave you and gives you still. And
Oh yeah.
yeah. Yeah, man. So what did we end up doing?
So we end up getting a group of friends that we always hang out with, talk to, that we enjoy seeing every day, laugh with. Basically, I would just say brothers.
Yeah.
And we got together, we cook, we had fun. We always enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, man. We started making meals.
Oh, did we made some good meals.
And we put you in charge.
He did. I say the best one when we had the second Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
But,
The one at our house? Yeah.
and Isaiah was there.
Oh yeah.
Dude ate so many
He
potatoes.
had 3 plates. I ain't never saw somebody have 3 plates. I saw 2, but 3 plates?
It was the potatoes, man. You couldn't get enough.
Obi, if you want me to eat just 2 plates, you better make some food that doesn't taste so good.
That's why I made it for it. It tastes good.
Oh, man. Dude, I love that because we, like, yeah, it gives you that opportunity, but what you're doing is, like, pouring into other people's lives.
Oh yeah.
Because I see that that's something that gives you life, is loving other people that way and making food for them and hosting. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the food it's not the food. It's
Yeah.
the people who
That's
you
right.
enjoy eating with, spending time with.
That's right. And making the food for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Damon, have you been to one of those dinners yet?
Man, I didn't get to go last Thanksgiving.
All right, we'll get you there this year.
Oh
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I keep hearing about it.
Clear your schedule.
Clear your schedule.
It's the stuff of legend. Yeah. So, Obi, you do work in the food industry.
I do since I was 15.
Really? I didn't know it was that long.
Oh yeah, it's been that long.
No wonder you're a pro.
32 now.
Yeah. You're going at it more than half your life.
I have. I learned a lot of
Crazy.
things.
Yeah. So, so what have you learned as far as, because like you're in restaurant settings where you have a whole team that you work with, and you also have a lot of people coming and going throughout the day.
Yep.
AKA customers. And you have to interact with them with respect and joy, and I've shown up into restaurants and
Oh yeah.
seen how happy you are, and what have you learned about interacting with people from those experiences?
Well, the term that we call customers is guests.
Yes.
So
Okay.
it's like a guest walking into your house.
Mm.
So, you want to show them the greatest, respectful hospitality. And you want to ask them, like, hey, how's your day? I always ask them how's their day, smile, greet them, professionally. Always ask, how may I assist you, or what would you have today? You use special professional terms. Like, would you like a refreshing cocktail? Well, may I fill your water? And if somebody say thank you, you always greet them, my pleasure.
Like Chick-fil-A.
You like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Very nice. So how does that, so you do that at work, and then you leave work,
Yeah.
and how do you treat people in the everyday world? Like, same way, or what?
Same way.
Yeah?
Even though people treat you bad. If people treat you bad, you can always cut them off.
Yeah.
You can always walk away.
Move on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But you can at least start with respect, right?
Oh yeah, start with respect.
Yeah.
People say respect is earned. They really don't know. Respect come in threes.
Really?
Yep.
Can you explain that?
Let me take a break here.
All right.
So,
You want to switch?
nah, I'll just take a break. So people say you gotta earn my respect. No, you gotta give and show respect before you earn respect. It's like a customer come complaining at you and telling you, hey, this is wrong. So what you gonna do? You're gonna say, well, you gotta earn my respect to get my attention. Like, no, you're gonna show that person respect.
Yep.
And then by showing that person respect, you're gonna listen to him or her and see what can you do to fix the problem. Then you're gonna show them respect by fixing it for them. And then when the customers say, I appreciate what you do for me, I really do, I love this place, thank you, I'm gonna come back again, that customer earn your respect. Oh, guest, I should say.
Yeah.
The guest.
The guests earn your respect.
Yep.
Well, and what I've seen, Obi, and like walking down the street with you, or being in a coffee shop or wherever, like you initiate that respect, and it changes people. Like it changes their day and the way they carry themselves.
Oh yeah.
Even if you don't know them, like that random interaction of, afternoon, sir, or
I
how's
say,
it going, ma'am, or like,
oh yeah.
people suddenly stand up a little more.
I say the best thing about my job is I love serving guests with a smile.
Yeah? You're good at it, man.
People will say, well, don't tell me to smile. No. The best thing about your life is to serve people with a smile. Waking up with a smile,
I don't know what Obi looks like without a smile.
Good point.
Maybe
Good
it's happening right now. I don't know.
Nah,
I can't see.
I'm always smiling, That's the
man.
thing that keeps me going in life.
Yeah.
So I always gotta make sure I smile just to make other people smile. Before I make people happy, I gotta make sure that I'm happy. Gotta make sure, okay, I'm okay, I'm doing very well. You know, do I enjoy my life? You know, do I accept what I have in front of me, even though it's not much? Like, yeah, I do. I really do accept what I have in front of me, even though it's not much. But, you know, I make it what it is, you know. I'm blessed. I'm grateful, you know, to have these things. Cause you got people living on the street. People don't have no home. So, you know, every day I got to tell myself, God, thank you for waking me up. Thank you for, you know, keeping me healthy. Thank you for providing me for what I have. You know, it's not much, but I really do appreciate it. I make it much.
So you kind of have to like check yourself to make sure that you're good to go.
I gotta check myself before I check somebody else. I gotta make sure I'm good to go.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
All right.
Good. Yeah, you're good to go?
All good to go.
You checked yourself.
Oh, yeah.